Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So this is kind of odd. I'm doing the intro when we've got the job already done, but it was because we were in the middle of our job cleaning up storm damage, and Bill went to use his tractor to start picking up some of the limbs, and it wouldn't start. So we ended up troubleshooting it, and we ended up finding out that it was a dead battery. So we got that switched out, but we found some interesting things on getting that replaced. So hope you liked the video. If you do, leave a like. It definitely helps us out. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. Let's get into it, even though we're already done. Oh well. Hey, and it worked too. Or you want me to just try it?
No. Well, go ahead.
Okay. So, had trouble. This thing's got a lot of safety equipment on it.
I know it.
Well, the PTO's off. That was my first guess. It's in neutral. That was my second guess. Let's see what we got. It's got no battery.
Well,
Did it have
the battery came on. When
Oh, there it comes. It's okay. Something shorting out because it came on. It wouldn't stay on. I wonder if your switch is bad.
How do you get
Nope, ground ain't loose. Okay. The grounds are good. And when the battery came up, it looked like it was good. So we'll see what we got. I had this same kind of issue with my key switch. I wonder.
You think it's another key switch thing?
Might be another key switch thing. I think we should try a jumper first.
Okay.
Do you want to go get one of our jump boxes?
Yeah.
Either one of them would be great. This is almost a separate video. All right, so we were cutting up the tree, and Bill was going to start moving it with his tractor and his old 1025R, which he ran yesterday. He came out, he said he turned the key and all the dash lit up and everything. He went to start it and it just was dead, and now it's totally dead. So we're going to start methodically, find out what's going on with it. I have a feeling there's a good chance that it's that ignition switch, just like I had about a year ago or two now. We're going to start with our little jump box and make sure the battery didn't just die. When I started messing with it, I did the same thing. I hit the ignition switch and everything didn't do anything at first, and then it all lit up, but then it didn't even stay long enough for me to hit the ignition. So let's get these on here. Luckily this little battery is pretty easy to access. Turn it on, and this thing should be ready to jump start now, if it will.
Yeah.
So the key, I'm getting ready to turn it on. Hey, it might just be the battery. We've got all of our lights. I hear the fuel pump clicking. Oop.
Something's not right.
I can get a battery charger.
Well, that should jump it if it will. Let's wait until let those go up.
Let the glow plugs do their
They
thing?
did.
Oh,
Look,
they were
here's the
done?
glow pot.
Oh.
Here's the glow plug light. So it's ready to fire. Now we do have a battery symbol. I don't know what that is. Okay, I think we still maybe just have a dead battery. And maybe this being a diesel engine, maybe that little jumper is not quite enough. We start a lot of stuff with that.
Turn it on before you crank it. Turn it on, so that the red light. That's a warmer.
We did.
Okay.
Okay.
We did.
All right.
All right. So you had that filming, right?
Yep.
All right. So he's not standing here to see, but yeah, that's what we did. I think we put the 50 amp battery charger on it and see if we can use it on jump function and see if that'll fire it up.
Back in the back.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, you think maybe you left the lights on?
Well, there's that possibility, because that battery was totally dead, or there's a fuse or something blown, because we were getting nothing. But when I had that jumper on there and hit it, and it almost at first sounded like maybe the starter's locked up. So we'll take a hammer and tap on that starter next if this doesn't get it.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we've got our Napa starter / jumper plugged in. Let's go to, I've not used this one. We don't care about the minutes. We want 12 volt. Okay, this is the engine start side of it, Tim.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's see what it will do.
Alrighty. We'll know in a minute.
Okay, all the lights are on and bright. We'll wait for our glow plugs to go off. It sounds like the fuel pump is hitting a little harder than it did a minute ago.
Oh,
It's gonna be a dead battery.
Yep, it sounds
So,
a lot better.
We'll see if we can let it fire up. Okay, nope, but we'll leave it on the charger for a bit and get it. He's got a dead battery is what this problem would be, which is a whole lot easier to fix than a lot of other things. I think you have just a totally dead battery.
You need a Japanese battery.
What's John Deere and these? Yeah. You know, if it had Harbor Freight stuff on it, it'd be good.
You want to go get a battery?
We can. Let me see if we can get it. I've got it on the charger, and it kind of ground, but it's not enough to start it. So we'll see what we got.
Bill, you better start on the chainsaw.
He already did it.
It's already done,
Yeah, he
Mom.
already sharpened it.
Yep.
Yeah. Should be about 1 1/4 rounds on each one of them. If it ain't sharp, bring it back. I'll do it again.
Okay.
Did you hear that one?
It,
Just
should,
clicking?
it built pretty rough.
Oh, the
Oh,
saw.
yeah,
It was not cutting good by the end. So,
Yeah,
did you hear that? Just the solenoid clicking.
I hear it.
So, I'm kind of surprised that the jumper thing didn't go ahead and jump it, but it must just be a dead battery.
And there's the onion smell. Apparently, it was time to get the onions out the garden. Apparently, they're having a sale on onions.
And taters.
And potatoes. So what are we doing now?
Well, he's got his different battery charger. See if maybe it'll work. I think this is the one that turned the hydrolocked mule over.
I'll tell you what, it says 50 volts, but it's I've never hooked it to anything it didn't turn,
Yeah.
including the mule.
Okay, we got that hooked up. Let's plug her in. And it's already set. This is set on, it says 12 volt, 200 amp start setting. So we'll see how it does. All right, we got her plugged in.
It's on.
It's on, good.
I can see it's on.
Okay. I was beginning to wonder, it's hard to plug in.
Alright, let me come back over here.
All right, so we've got a 200 amp fast charger on here, a jump start deal.
Oh, that sounds different.
Yeah, it sounds a lot more growly. So our glow plug light is off. We'll see what it does. And I agree with you, Bill. I wonder, I don't know what's going on. This don't sound good. That's enough battery to turn it over. So why is it not turning over?
I don't know.
Starter's
I've turned
got a
over
problem?
everything with that, and I always hated to put anything any stronger on it
Yeah.
because it's blowing up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, yes. I'm a little concerned that it's not wanting to turn that motor over for some reason. All right, this is going back old school. We're going to take a hammer and tap that starter and see what happens with that. Okay. Let our glow plugs go out. Man, it sounds like it's got plenty of battery.
It started, I
It's
heard it.
spun around. Okay, we got to spin over a few times, so at least that should mean the engine's not locked up. So I think let's just let this battery charge this battery for a while. Maybe it's just so freaking low, it's not doing it.
Or the starter's got an issue.
Could be starter got it, but it worked. Once we fed it, it worked. So,
Okay.
Take off one side of the battery charger and let the hose feed through it, around it. That thing will start it.
we'll spin it.
If that battery's bad, I'll just buy another one.
Well, absolutely.
I ain't playing around.
I don't know how old this tractor is. But it's been around here for a while.
4 or 5 years, maybe.
How old's this tractor, Rob?
I don't know. Well, it's older than 5 because we bought ours. We still live on Centennial.
Yeah, and you bought yours right after we bought ours.
All right.
So this is 10 or... Ours is...
It's like 5 or 6 years old, I bet. Okay. So this battery's pretty simple in how it goes in here. There's 13 millimeter connections on these, and it's loose. So pull these connections off. Maybe.
Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
If I get 2 hands in there. This is one place a front loader is not handy, because if it wasn't there, you could just stand right in front of it. And if it would start, we could take the front loader off. But since it doesn't, kind of stuck with it. There we go. Okay, so let's get the positive off. It's going to come off with no problem. There we go. Okay, let's do something just for chuckles and grins.
Still on.
Mm-hmm.
Just go directly, so in case that battery's pulling so much of it.
So what are you doing here?
Okay, I'm just putting the battery charger directly to the battery terminals, not going through. So we've taken that battery out of the system, which usually is less effective. Well, let's see. So they won't start with that. Let's pull this battery out.
Yeah.
So straight up and out. Look at that. That sucks.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to twist it around
Get
a
it?
bunch.
No, I did. I mean, I can pick it up. I wonder if, does this come forward? One of my tractors, this come forward.
I don't know.
It should just come out of there.
I think if you bring it up, we can start. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to
Let's
plug
unplug
that
that
back in. Yeah.
By the way, a little dielectric grease, when you plug those in, they last longer.
Yeah.
I just heard that.
Yeah, you're gonna have
It'll
to
take the
turn
headlights out or something.
You're gonna have to turn that whole thing sideways or something, make it thin enough to come through there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a battery puller. They said there was a handle on this battery, but this one ain't got one. But if we lift this up, let's unplug our headlights. Get those wires out the way. So if we lift up, we get to here, and these headlights are keeping us from coming out. So we need to move or remove at least one of these headlights. So let's see if we can do that.
Okay, go.
Okay, so changing this battery out's become a bigger deal than I thought. So you have to pull this headlight out. Okay, and I'm gonna try not to lose these little nuts because I've done that before.
Yeah. No joke.
And this is probably the screw I'm gonna lose.
Undoubtedly.
Ah, there we go. That's very helpful. Okay, one more screw. See what we got here.
It needs to slide that
What?
way.
Oops, and I lost.
There it
Oh, there it
goes.
goes. What
Nothing
happened?
to it. I
You
don't.
pushed
it's-
on something.
I slid it that way, but
Oh.
I pulled it this way first.
Let's see if we can get this up out of here. I think these bolts still have to come out.
Yep, I think you're right.
Okay, so this is like a reverse Torx, and I don't have a socket or anything for that. I'm gonna see if this vice grip fits it. I think it does. Okay, and it's not hard to turn, so that's good.
Ah, here it comes.
There you go.
Take it
Okay.
down.
Oh no, I was turning
Okay, so it's almost like a sheet metal screw on that anyway, so we did not damage that little Torx end with our vice grip, so we'll do that a second time. And then maybe we can get this battery out of here.
At this point, I refuse to place any bets.
Yeah, it hadn't been promising so far.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's the second one.
What was this, try number 67?
I think it's like, I don't think 67's enough. I thought this was going to be a 2-minute job. Remember, we're actually in the middle of a tree removal job.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're in
I'm
the
going to move this back to
The center.
the center of it. Look at that. Comes right out.
Nothing to it.
This was so
Ooh,
simple.
that's a lot bigger battery than I thought.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a tool time battery.
Okay, let's check,
88 bucks, eh?
yeah, let's check the load tester and see if we can see if this works.
Go ahead. We are there. I'm gonna go get
Go
the
ahead.
Jeep.
Bench. Yeah.
Yep, you go get the Jeep.
Okay, so we're going to try our load tester on this, and it's got for 6 volt and 12 volt. So this top scale is 6 volt, the bottom scale is 12. So obviously this is a 12 volt battery, so let's hook it up and see what we get. So the load tester's on. Now then, the load switch is down here, and this is where we'll actually test it. And it doesn't seem to do anything there. There it goes.
Still registering weak.
But yeah, it's in the yellow, which is weak. This red is replaced. All the way over here is good. So obviously we don't have that. So we're just going to replace this battery and see if we have any luck with this tractor starting. Okay, we threw it back on there, and now it's almost in the red. It is in the red for replace, and that's kind of what we thought, because this battery must have a dead cell or something in it, because it would not even start that tractor with a battery jumper on it. All right, so let's lift this in, and the positive goes on the right. And we'll drop it right down in there. All right, well, let's see. Get our glow plugs off. Got it.
I'd rather a battery be a battery just like that 10 times in my life, and I always looked at everything else.
Yeah, it's easy to get sucked into. That battery's got to be good.
Yeah. That's all it was?
It was just a battery. So this,
I thought surely I turned the switch and just didn't know what the hell I did.
well, you might have left something on, and that's what, you know, depleted it so bad, but it wouldn't hold the charge, and then we couldn't jump it. So, okay, let me find the headlight, and I'll try and put that back in. Like I said, anybody that's got one of these, it was actually very easy to change the battery out. It fits good, but why in the world they made it where you have to take a headlight out to be able to get a battery in, I don't know. Okay, so we've got our headlight assembly, and we'll try and figure out how to get that back in. You know, he never mows in the dark.
I got flat lights on this thing, and I don't think I've ever used them.
Okay, there we go. So this just works in there and drops on. So we've got it back, which is the little thing that holds the headlight. Now we'll put our other headlight screws in. Okay, so our headlight screws just thread in right here. And that will hold this bracket on, as well as give us a place to mount our headlight. Okay, there we go. We've got the headlight in. Hopefully you guys can see that.
From here to that tree, I saw something black over there.
Uh-huh.
I went over and it was my water.
Oh, wow. That's pretty darn lucky. All right, so we'll shut the lid here. And we're ready to go. Okay, let it rip, see if we got anything. All right, so there's for example how sometimes one job can turn into 3, but we got her done and his lawnmower's running again, so we're all in good shape. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day and be safe.